All right, folks, welcome to Cochise County Sports Network. This is Levi coming at you live from beautiful Buena High School. Getting ready to start tonight's showrunner match, the Cienega Bobcats versus the Buena Colts. Now, we've got a pretty cool lineup here for you guys. We're going to go ahead and mute the audio. I know that they're getting ready to do some senior stuff on the mat here real quick, but we're going to do a multi-cam shoot tonight. We're going to have our drone set up on another angle here on the mat so that we can bring you guys some really awesome coverage here. So just stay tuned with us, and we'll be right back here with your Buena High School Wrestling.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to begin our senior night ceremony to honor our seniors for the Buena High School wrestling team. And our first senior is Mr. James Byers. Being escorted by his mother, Colleen Byers. James plans to attend Central College in Iowa, where he hopes to play football and to wrestle for Central College, Iowa. James Byers. Kate Fellows. Kate is being escorted by her mom, Letty, and dad, looks like Grant. And here is one big plan. She plans to attend West Point College. Big round of applause for Kate Fellows. Our next senior is Mania Friend, being escorted by his father, Mania Sr. Mania's future plans are to attend college, and I'm sure he's going to be playing football and trying wrestling. Big round of applause for Mania. Our next senior is Mr. Gavin Hardy, escorted by his mom, Angela Hardy. And he has the lofty goal and the great goal of living life to the fullest. Big round of applause for Gavin Hardy. And our next senior wrestler is Mr. Jaden Hernandez. Jaden is being escorted by his father, Arthur, and his mother, Jessie. Jaden plans to join the United States Army. Big round of applause for Jaden Hernandez. And our next senior is Mr. Davion Johnston. Davion is being escorted by his mom, Yadi Robles, and his sister, Bella, who runs the house. Davion's future plans are to go into radio broadcasting and attend Northern Arizona. Big round of applause for Davion Johnson. And our next senior is Mr. Sean Munoz, escorted by his mom, Selena, and dad, David. Sean plans to join the U.S. Army and to dance. Big round of applause for Sean Munoz. And our next senior is Mr. Jacob Air Murphy, escorted by his father's Rome and mother, Michelle. And his future plans are also lofty. I'm not sure how he's going to get there, but he plans on going to the moon. Big round of applause for Jacob Murphy. And our next senior in the Cape, Mr. Benjamin Parsons, escorted by his mom, Donnie, dad, Michael, and brother, Andrew. And Benjamin's plans are to live life Larry, is what I'm reading on the sheet. Big round of applause for Benjamin Parsons. And our next senior is Mr. Cameron Peraza, escorted by his mom, Michelle, and his brother, Anthony. Cameron plans on going to college and hopefully not fail. Big round of applause for Mr. Cameron Peraza. And next up is Isaias Rojas, being escorted by his dad, Thomas Perez, and his sister, Angel Perez. His future plans are to work for Buena Wrestling coach Mark Daniels and the Cochise County Sheriff's Department. And I was recruited to serve this police department. Big round of applause for Isaias Rojas. And last but not least, our last senior, Mr. Shane Snyder, being escorted by his dad, Craig Snyder, and mom, Shane plans to join the military and to serve his country. Big round of applause for Shane Snyder. And ladies and gentlemen, these are your seniors for the Buena Colts. One last big round of applause for all those seniors.
Let's stop this good. I didn't even know the second on the bottom. Camera on the bottom here. Those drone cameras actually really good. Oh, there it is. What's up, big guy? How you doing, sir? Doing well. Hey, do you have all the coaches, track coaches in your text? I don't have that. Hey, coach, you got everybody's number though, right? No, you got everybody's. I got yours and Swift's and Adams. Yeah. I'm looking at Swift's and get a hold of Kay and Lauren. Maybe just send out a reminder. Yeah.
All right, folks, thanks for tuning in to Cochise County Sports Network tonight. We've got a pretty exciting lineup here for you as the Buena Colts taking on the Cienega Bobcats. We've got a multi-cam action, and it's, of course, senior night. As I know you guys were able to see a couple minutes ago, we were honoring all the seniors. Quite a few seniors. We're going to see quite a big different team next year. I believe we're getting ready for probably getting ready for the national anthem here any moment, so just bear with us, and we'll have this broadcast underway here very shortly.
I guess they're going to announce them. Shake hands.
All right, so I'm getting official word from the ref here that they're going to announce the names for each boy at each weight class, and they're going to come to the center of the ring here and shake hands before we get started. So see if I can pull open my roster here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and now it's time for the feature lineup for tonight. Buena Colts versus Cienega. At 120 from Cienega, C. Hickey versus Anthony Trujillo, Buena. And at 126, Jay Worth of Cienega versus Billy Ballesteros of Buena. And at 132, D. Chase from Cienega. Shane Snyder, Buena. And at 136, from Cienega, Jay Hill. From Buena, Tommy at 45 for Cienega, Kay Lanchery. I hope I didn't make much of that too bad. And from Buena, Jaden Hernandez. And at 152, Jay Gonzalez of Cienega versus Jacob Murphy of Buena. And at 160, G. Levy of Cienega versus Josh Kirk of Buena. And at 170, D. Johnson of Cienega versus Devin Sullivan of Buena. And at 185, we have T. Morris of Cienega versus Giovanni Barbone versus Damian Johnson of Buena. And at 220, we have Jay Webb of Cienega and Mario Lopez of Buena. And wrestling at heavyweight, it's an open class. Nothing for Cienega and Manana Corinne of Buena. Cienega and Buena captains, if you would beat the referee at the center mat. Cienega and Buena captains, if you would beat the referee at the center mat.
All right, folks, we have a broadcast announcer here tonight who knows a little bit more about what we're doing. I'm working on getting the scoreboard going. If you guys have been tuning in, you will notice that the live stream just dropped. That was due to internet connection being lost. We are trying to get the scoreboard back up and going again. We'll have it up shortly, though. You can't really pick it up because this cable is really bad.
Gotcha.
There we go.
All right.
All right, we're good. So we just can't bump the mic tonight because it will mess it up for us.
Good evening, Facebook family. This is Jared Young, known as Coach Young, former wrestling coach within the program. And we're going to stop for a second and do the national anthem.
Let's get it on.
Nobody's using that chair next to the
I had to steal mine out of the coach's office.
And first up on the mat is going to be the 120 weight class. Anthony Trujillo versus C. Hickey.
All right, so first match will be a 120 weight class. An attempted shot with a fail. incredible move by the Buena kid. Already in a pinning maneuver. Still trying to get time. Got 2 points for a takedown and 2 back points. Immediate. Both wrestlers are really fighting hard in a good grudge match here. Late in the season as it is, you get to see more and more intense matches as we get close to sectionals, which is coming up next week. Both wrestlers left the ring, so we're coming back to center. A current score of 4-3, but Colts ahead by 1 point in the first period. About to be within the first minute of the first period. Colt wrestler looking for a reversal. Cienega wrestler gaining control. Trying to get his base regrouped. Working hands, working bottom. As many of you know, this is a mental sport. As much as these guys look lean and mean, there's a lot going on inside their heads to try and counter each other. It's a bad counter choice by the Buena wrestler. However, he's fighting hard to get out of that pinning mech. Yeah, it looked like we could have some back points. 3 back points to Cienega. So that's going to be 6-4. And that's the end of your first period. Cienega is going to be up 6-4. Cienega captain deferred to the third period, so that means the Buena wrestler chose neutral. Both wrestlers looking to tie up. Nice duck pass. To a high crotch shot. Gain control and with a 2-point takedown. He's 8-4 up now against the Buena wrestler. Looking for control of the arm for a half Nelson. As Tyler needs to work his base, which he's trying to. Don't forget to like and share our live stream, folks. And it looks like our Buena wrestler is in a pinning situation on the bottom, but he fought hard out of that. Another 3 back points for the wrestler from Cienega. Now looking at an 11-4 lead, but things can change in a drastic second in many of these matches. If you're down by 7-8 points and you get a reversal in the right way, you can pin somebody and those points don't matter at all. Both wrestlers really fighting to stay in position. You got another angle. Look at the other camera.
It's too far out.
Okay. Got 10 seconds left in the second period. Trying to stack this young man, but he's very unsuccessful. Good start with control on top with Tyler. He's going to have to really work on doing some serious back work or getting this young man pinned in order to win this match. He's down by 7 points. So he's really going to have to find something to work for him. We've got a reversal, unfortunately. He lost control. Still fighting with everything he had, and unfortunately he just got pinned. So that puts Cienega up against us 6-0 in the first match.
No, you're good. I'll go find some.
You need to make adjustments.
All right, definitely aggressive start. Both wrestlers tiling up. Cienega shoots first, is successful with a 2-point shot. Bueno wrestler working to his base, and we have both wrestlers leave from the ring. So Bueno will be working from the bottom. Trying to work back to his base. Working for a reversal. Cienega definitely has hand control. Losing control of the Bueno wrestler. However, Bueno wrestler lost some back points there. Inside of a minute to go in the first period. Looking to work a base. Cienega's in good arm control, looking to try to set up a cradle, inside cradle. Bueno wrestler's doing a great job of blocking that cradle. He's trying to get to his base, get out and break that cradle hold. Going to be the end of our first period. Score is 8-0 Cienega.
Didn't really do much.
Both wrestlers choose neutral. Cienega's got a outside whizzer. And just like that, Bueno wrestler's in control. Young man's got his shoulders down. He's about to hear that whistle blown. That man will be pinned. Bueno wrestler's still down 8-0. He's going to come up with at least 5 points out of this if he doesn't get a pin. He's got a 2-point takedown, 3 back points coming. Like I said, folks, these things can switch on a dime. So now we're looking at 8-5 score. Just above a minute. He's trying to run a single chicken wing. Looking for a double. He's got single action right now. Just got to keep pushing that. He's got to get his hips up past the shoulders. Get that wing action going again. He's got the wing in. He's trying to drive it. He's got to get his hips up. There we go. Walk around the head. Arch your head off the bat. Get your head off the mat. And done. Now we have a 6-6 tie. 34 seconds left in the second period. Pin by Buena.
What weight class are we going to?
I believe we're going to be in 135. Let's say 132. There we go. 132 weight class is next. Who's that kid? We have.
Everybody can hear you asking.
I know. Sorry, I'm asking for a roster,
Shane
folks.
Snyder.
This is Shane Snyder, wrestling at the 132 weight class. Slick little ankle pick right away. Staying in control. This is my kind of wrestling right here, folks. A lot of body flying, good control. Shane Snyder's going to be graduating, I believe. So he's probably going to be. I wasn't here for the senior recognitions, but
there's like 15 of them. You guys are going to have completely different teams.
A lot of seniors this year. A lot of rebuilding coming up in the 2019-20 season. So Shane let that guy go for an escape. So the score right now is 2-1. But I've been watching Shane wrestle for about 3 years. He loves to wrestle up. Loves to be on his feet. So you can see a lot of neutral action with this young man. A lot of hand fighting. Shane likes to track the shoulder. Working on the collar. Or sometimes just a good old-fashioned open field tackle like in football. And the young man's on his back. He's got to bring his shoulders back inside the line, possibly. Referee might allow him to be pinned. He's fighting as hard as he can, that young man from Cienega. If Shane would just pick his head up, arch it and get his hips straight, as he sinks the half a little deeper. That 25 seconds in the first period. He's got to level out. You've got a good angle right here in front of you. You can see how this young man is trying everything he can to not get pinned. 7 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And he avoids being pinned. Made it through the period. We're looking at 7-1. It's 9-1. Excuse me. Forgot the takedown. Red defers, green chooses neutral. As I told you before, Shane loves to be on his feet when he wrestles. Working on some back points and a takedown, and then gets right back into it. Goes for a double leg. Keeps driving it. There we go again. Cienega kid immediately tying up. Shane's did have a little bit of hand control. Oh, good, nice fireman. Gave up the fireman though. Shane knows just to sink those both down and working on back points. It's 2 green takedown. Now he's got back points. He broke the plane. So he's able to. And we got a 3 takedown, 2 takedown, 3 back points, 1 escape red. Should be 14-0, 14-1.
2.
14-2. Yeah.
There we go.
Yep, there it is. So we got, and we got a timeout. Referee, Coach Talk, Cienega. And we're back wrestling. Had to get an explanation. Shane looking for inside position. Always working hand placement. Nice good throw. Get ready to, I lost the grip. Single leg takedown. Working on back points. Shane is what you call a very technical wrestler. And that's a technical victory for the Colts. That should be 5 points, so we should be looking at 11 to 6 team points.
At 138, heel of Cienega versus Tommy Hayes of Buena. After 3 matches, the score stands.
Tommy Hayes is going to be up next at 137, 38. Thanks, Levi.
Yeah, no worries.
I forget that they get the 2.2 pound extra
Yes, they do,
after
yeah.
Christmas. Go figure, after all that meals. All right, so Tommy's a pretty experienced wrestler. Transferred in here last year from Tombstone and has done pretty well. He's got a pretty good match on his hands here today. Cienega's always been a very aggressive wrestling team. Even when I was coaching in the early 2000s, these guys had a lot going for them. Tommy didn't get up quick enough. Walked himself right into a cradle. It's going to be inside cradle pin.
They still have 11-6 up on the scoreboard. Is that from this match?
No, it's from the
last match, right? Oh, that's overall. That's overall,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Next up, we got.
Next up at 145, Blanchard of Cienega versus Hernandez of Buena.
Jaden Hernandez, 145. Hernandez is quite the athlete within the Buena Athletic program. Very successful football player with the varsity team. And continues his athletic feats by wrestling, keeping himself in shape. Nice, good shape. Both the young men are very strong, as you can see. Definitely need to get those elbows inside. As a coach, sitting here, it's driving me nuts. See those elbows flinging out there. Definitely got to work on elbows in. He's got good control. Can run that. Yeah. Both wrestlers just trying to figure each other out. That's what the game's all about. Game of chess on the mat. No success there. Short time, 5 seconds left. And we got time. Jaden chooses bottom. Work on getting some points, reversal or an escape. He's got an inside knee. There you go. And escape. 4-3. Set up another shot. Unsuccessful shot by Cienega, but Jaden wasn't really sure what's going on with him on that. But he gave away 2 points. He's got to work to his base and try to escape or reversal here. Keep himself in the match. Head hunting, great opportunity, pin maneuver, wow, done. Just like that, 6 points for the good guys.
Next up,
You're good job, Jaden.
Cochise Cienega versus Murphy of Buena.
That's through live stream. Everybody else doesn't show me Facebook stats. I'm sure there's 10 or 15 watching on Facebook.
17 for the Colts, 12 for Cienega.
All right, next at 152. I believe that is Jacob Murphy. Yep, it's Jacob Murphy. He is wrestling a young man by the last name of Cochise, maybe? Consavage?
Consavage is what I would,
something like that.
Say it, yeah.
We'll do their best with that. Murphy's already got a takedown, working on leg control, trying to get a little outside Turk. That's what it's looking like right now. Jacob is a storied leg riding wrestler. Looks to really work his back points by keeping the leg in control and flipping these guys around. He's been at this for quite some time. Also a storied name on the football program, varsity team. Incredible safety, linebacker, hybrid linebacker safety. He's got to move. He's got leg control. However, can't let that young man get up from Cienega. Get him back to the mat. There we go. That's how you take control. That's why you do those power cleans in the old weight room. Jake is steadily staying one step ahead of this young man. Looking to figure out some more leg control here. Two seconds, and that's the end of your first period. All right, green to first, third period. Red chooses down. Red being Cienega. Jacob looking to work that arm. He has leg control, good leg control. If you can get that head behind the, underneath his arm and run that, let's set him up for Got an outside cradle. Oh, we're looking at a souffle. He is in a souffle. Gone. Another 6 points for Bueno. Incredible. Wish we had the instant replay on that one, huh, Levi? Man, great pin maneuver. Outstanding job by Jacob Murphy. Next wrestler is going to be Josh Kirk from Bueno against last name of Levy.
And at the 160-pound weight class, we have Levy of Cienega versus Josh Kirk of Bueno.
Not sure what year Josh Kirk would be. Might be a freshman. Could be a sophomore. Easy, quick 2 by the Cienega wrestler. Three back points on that. Kirk working to try and get out of this single wing. He got an escape there. 5-1, Levy. Josh looking to get some takedown or back points. 10 seconds in the first period. Nice duck under. Cienega wrestler. Right into a half. 3 back points. Cienega wrestler. Looks like Kirk chose bottom. Try and get some extra points here. Still trying to work a single wing, but he's in the wrong position. Had to retain position of his hips. Josh is steadily trying to work a reversal. It's not really successful as he's too high. Cienega wrestler staying where he needs to be with that position. And there's a pin for Cienega. And we got our 165 wrestler, Devin Sullivan. He's a freshman who played this year. Had an incredible freshman season on football. And I've heard good things about this young man on the mat. So we're looking forward to seeing a good match for him. Very strong young man for being a freshman. Been on the mat for quite some time. Both wrestlers fighting hard. Still neutral. And to bring it back to center. Little ankle pick by the Cienega wrestler. Immediate 2. Devin's going to have to work from bottom right here for a sec. Get rid of the hand control and get to his base. And go for a reversal. Got to sink that head in. Get that escape. So we're looking at 2-1. Cienega.
Devin.
Another escape by Devin. A 4-2 score. Steve keeps giving in that inside ankle. The Cienega wrestler is just keying on it every time.
Oh, Devin.
Got 20 seconds left for Devin. He's got to do something with this.
Come on, let's go.
Looking in for a quarter Nelson. Cienega chooses down after the coin toss. Devin chooses top. Nice little Granby roll by the Cienega wrestler. A little bit more experience by this young man. Devin's a freshman. Doing the best he can to stay off his shoulders. Fights through that pin. Still got 3 back points. Devin's definitely trying to work his big-time defense here. With that wing away. And that will be a technical fall for the Cienega wrestler. So we're tied up at 23.
Devin.
This is Giovanni Barbone. Incredibly strong young man. Wrestling Morris from Cienega. Got 2 takedown. Working on, if he can get this. He's losing control. 1 escape red. It's 2-1. If anybody does the Giovanni Barbone name, he is the 3-year starting quarterback for the Buena Varsity Colts. Gio's been on the mat since he was about 10 years old. So this young man has put on a lot of muscle mass in the last 2 years. So hopefully he'll still be a very mindful technician on the mat. However, walked into a headlock, trying to switch his hips. He switches his hips towards the head. The young man's shoulders will not move. These wrestlers never understand. They always want to arch their back instead of switching their hips. All they've got to do is twist their hips towards the near shoulder, and that young man will be pinned. There you go. 29-23 is now your team score. It's going to be back and forth all night. Good job, Giovanni.
Next up at 195.
Oh, we were way off
I think
on the
that
weight
was a
class.
182 weight class. I didn't think there was a 170. I was questioning myself the whole time.
Cieneg's a couple of wrestlers absent, so we're back up to 195 here with Devion Johnson. Everybody else at Buena knows him as DJ. It's gonna be a 195. Another senior. I believe this is DJ's second year on the mat. Really worked hard. Did some open mat workouts to get himself in a better position. Better technician on the mat. Giving away the inside foot. If DJ would just take a gander down and look at that right knee, go in for a shot. As that Cienega young man had somewhat of a poor shot.
Are there points scored yet?
No points.
Okay, 'cause scoreboard's
They're
still
dead
says.
even.
Scoreboard! Should be 0-0.
Keel, you're fired. He'll thank me later for that if he watches this live feed. Got 40 seconds. Now we got a 2-point takedown red. That's the Cienega team. DJ's trying to get off that back point area. He's stuck in a bad position.
I was gonna say, how does his body bend like that?
These young men do a lot of stretching during the season, for sure.
Well, if wrestling doesn't work out, they could always join the circus.
Exactly.
Fit themselves into a box.
Plenty of contortionists, even at the 195 weight class. And that's the end of your first period. Looking at a 5-1 score. Cienega ahead by 4 points. Red chooses downs. That means DJ's got a chance to stay in control. Works at back points. Look for a cradle. He's definitely got this young man back on the mat. Try to get him back on the mat. Do not let him escape, DJ. Stay in control. You're not in control. There you go. There's your outside cradle. Don't give away your head. Gets over and underneath that knee and gets his foot behind that Cienega wrestler's ankle. He could get him in this maneuver. It's called a banana split, and for all intents and purposes, you don't want to be in a banana split in the wrestling match. It's a very painful position. DJ looking for an outside cradle, which can be very dangerous at times. He's working on pure muscle right here. He does have some back point opportunities right here. And we lost its feed. Scoreboard.
scoreboard's not up, but the stream's up.
Okay.
Yeah, you can keep calling.
So we got 22 seconds left in the first period. Both wrestlers tied up, working to get inside position for a takedown. Davian's looking for doing a little toss, working his hips, and time ran out on it.
Go ahead and update the score to the audience for me.
And it is currently 6-4. Cienega. GJ is on the bottom. DJ's in a good, solid tripod, but the Cienega young man breaks him down again. Gives away an arm. And now we've got an escape with Green. 1 point, that's 6-5. DJ's got a good clasp on him, getting ready to try and toss him. He's got the good step. And we lost grip. Gave himself away. 2-point takedown. Three back points. I saw the referee count 2, however. So it's 11-5. This young man from Cienega. DJ's got to do some big time moving to get some points back, or get a huge reversal and get this young man on his back to pin him. DJ would see how this young man's head's there as he sees it, but he's still got the cradle locked on him. We got short time, 3 seconds. All right, so DJ's got 11-5. So it's a decision. It's 3 points, 3 team points. So we're looking at 29-26.
Mario Lopez, is that 225?
Mario Lopez is at 220 pound.
Mario Lopez up point up.
This young man,
Let's go, Mario!
his father wrestled with me, played football with me way back in the day here at Buena. His dad's loud and proud over there in that bright orange pullover. So Mario's been definitely around in the sport of wrestling for a long time. Of course, this young man from Cienega looks like he's just as scrappy. So we got a tough match ahead of both wrestlers. Mario needs to sit back on his heels a little bit. He's very toe heavy right now. Got to be in better control. Both wrestlers still fighting for a position. Looking for that opportunity to shot or a hip toss for headlock. Good little 2-on work there for a short time for Mario. Both wrestlers having a very hard time figuring each other out. However, Mario's got a chance to snap in that. Get behind for the 2 points. Stink to the hips. Gonna run out of time. Still 0-0. And we got a possible. It's just like a little winded.
Good job, Mario.
Could be a little injury to Cienega wrestler. These big guys don't like to go deep into the rounds, obviously. The stamina, a little bit less than these more technical wrestlers at the lighter weight classes. There's the outside cradle. He steps over it, keeps the young man in the clasp, let go of it. Got another chance for Butcher. Deep shot by Mario. Gave up the shot, still neutral. Referee blew it off. Coming back to center. Still fighting through. Score is 1-0, Cienega. Going to be looking at Lopez to get some points here with a takedown. Mario got a good toss in, headlock, switches hips, looking for a pin here. Both shoulders are down, yes sir! That's a pin. 35-26 Buena. Good old-fashioned duel in southern Arizona.
And next up, marquee matchup of the night at heavyweight.
Heavyweight match coming up. Got Manaya coming in.
And Segovia of Cienega.
Goal's yours, Mama.
Manaya is a senior this year. No, I believe a junior. Senior, possible. Senior?
I think he might be a senior.
Yeah, senior.
I'm not entirely positive, but
Coached this young man for 3 years in the football program. He's an incredible athlete.
Now going into tonight, Manaya didn't actually have a matchup against the Bobcats. They must have found a wrestler in the meantime. So we don't have this young man's name because it wasn't written down on the roster.
Well, as you guys heard, this young man came from somewhere to give Manaya a match. He's a heavyweight.
And Craigslist works.
Exactly. Still no points. Keep circling that young man around. At least get the back points. Suck the back. Got those 2 points. Looking for a pin. And he's done. That brings your dual score. Buena 41. Cienega 26.
Next up, at the 106-pound weight class, Stalter of Cienega versus Brian Cruz of Buena.
I guess we have.
Is this an exhibition match or?
I believe this is a Regular match. It's gonna be immediate shot, and the young man is stacked in 12 seconds, folks. A Buena pin. I couldn't even get in any commentating in, any words in before that young man was pinned. Great wrestler. Brings the dual score to 47-26. And then 112 was open for Cienega, so final score, Buena 53, Cienega 26.
Nah, this is going to be it.
That's it, huh?
All right, folks. Well, we appreciate you folks tuning in to Cochise County Sports Network tonight for the senior night and the final wrestling match of the season. We'll check out the state levels, but odds are we won't be able to cover those just due to broadcast rights being owned by the National Federation of High Schools, which is an extension or an arm of the AIA in some manner at the national level. So a lot of times they get the postseason content gifted to them automatically. If they're not going to cover it and we get their permission, it's a good chance we might go. But we'll definitely keep you folks informed. Tomorrow night at 6 p.m. we've got a boys soccer match, varsity game here at home. And on Friday we'll have a basketball match at 7. So make sure to tune in for both of those. Thank you so much for tuning in, folks. We'll catch you next time. And until next time, we'll see you next time. I don't know. See you guys.